So today, run one on my plan is a 60 to 90 minute run, which is meant to be at an easy pace. So I'm just going to go and take it easy. I've got an audio book to listen to help make it go quicker. I'm lucky that it's Sunday, so I can run in the light. Normally after work it's dark, so it's a treat to be able to run in the light. It's also quite mild today for January, so I've got a t-shirt on, which is a rare treat. So yeah, I'm going to go and do my run now, and I'll catch up with you later. I've just started my run at an easy pace so I can talk. It's very muddy because of all the rain we've had, but I prefer running down these areas through the countryside. It's just more pleasant. So I'm about 20 minutes in now, trying to keep my pace steady, to keep my heart rate down, as it's meant to be an easy run. So yeah, currently aiming for around 10 and a half minute miles. Yeah, it's a good day, beautiful day today for running, nice and mild. Yeah, enjoying it so far. So I've just finished the run. I managed to do 8 miles, which was at 90 minutes, so I'm quite pleased with that. I started off feeling quite good, but then I did struggle a bit towards the end. I think I probably needed a gel or something like that. Normally if I run over 60 minutes, I would have a snack or a gel or something to keep me going, which I didn't do today. So I struggled a little bit towards the end, and just like tired legs really. But I've done it. So now what I normally do is have a recovery shake, which I'll show you what it is, and then usually I do some stretches as well. Sometimes I'll have a bath, depending on how much time I've got. Today I've got other things to do, so I probably won't. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. So this is the recovery drink I have when I've done a longer run. So sometimes I make a smoothie myself, which I'd usually do like with protein powder, almond milk, and some fruit. But this is when I just want a quick drink, when I've got other things to do. So it's just powder that I put in with some, you can use water or milk, and it's just got everything in that you need for recovery, and you're meant to do that in the first hour after exercise. So I'll go and make that now, and then do a few stretches. Yummy. So recovery is really important, so I try and make sure that I do have something usually after a longer run. So to prepare for the run this morning, I had porridge for breakfast, and I usually leave it an hour or two before running to give myself time to digest and to prevent me from having stitch or cramp or anything like that, which I do get if I eat too close to going out for a run. So yeah, so with marathon training, it's not just about the running, it's about what you eat as well, and planning out your time. So, you know, this run was 90 minutes, but it's taken up most of my morning just because of having time to plan what I was eating for breakfast, then go for the run after an hour and a half or so. Now I need to stretch for about 15 minutes or so and drink this, and then I can get on with the rest of my day. So obviously I have been building up to this. I haven't just gone out there and ran 90 minutes when I've not run before. So it's important to build up to the marathon training. I have been running for years, and I have done about 6 months or so of training to build up to start the marathon training. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. It's day 2 of my first week recording my marathon training. Today on the plan is a 15-minute strength training session with the resistance bands and a 35-minute recovery run as well. So I'm just about to do the strength training now before my run. So I'll show you a clip of some of the exercises that I do in these sessions, but if you're interested in seeing more in more detail, then let me know in the comments and I can dedicate a video purely to the strength training. What I'm doing today are exercises focusing on the glute muscles, which are really important when running, and weak glute muscles can often be the cause of many running injuries. So to avoid injury, especially when marathon training, it's really important to keep the glutes strong. So the types of exercises I'll be doing today are glute bridges, side leg raises, squats and side walks, all with the resistance band for about 15 minutes or so, and then I'll go out and do my run. So I'm just on my recovery run and keeping it nice and slow. The whole purpose of a recovery run is to recover from the previous day. If you've done a long run like I did yesterday, or a particularly hard session like intervals or speed training or something like that. I think the whole purpose of a recovery run is to keep the heart rate low. So I'm aiming for below 129 beats per minute. So I try to keep an eye on the heart rate. If it goes too high, I'll stop and walk. There's no shame in walking. It's all about recovering. Most people, including myself, do recovery runs too fast, and then they're not really recovery runs. If it feels hard, then it's not a recovery run. So even now, talking is making my heart rate go up, so I need to bring it down and make sure that I use this as proper recovery. So with marathon training, you really need to give yourself time to recover and days to recover to avoid getting injured. So it's possible to run on consecutive days, but it's about keeping the pace low. So I've just stopped a bit to get my heart rate down again. There's a big hill, well, not a big hill, but there's a hill coming up, so I'll probably walk up that, because otherwise my heart rate will go up too high. It's meant to be recovery. So yeah, there's no shame in walking on these days, because the whole point is to recover. And I ran 8 miles yesterday, so I don't want to be running hard today or long miles today. It's just about recovering so that I don't get injured, really. I find recovery runs, if you do them properly, very difficult. You have to be very disciplined to keep your heart rate down, and yeah, it can be quite a skill. I've been doing them for quite some time and it's still not easy, but when you get it right, feels quite good. Day 3 of my typical marathon training week. Today is a rest day, and on the plan I have a 30 to 40 minute walk, or I can do a bike ride or swim. So I've decided to so I'm working from home at the moment, so I've decided to just go for a walk on my lunch break, which is about 30 minutes or so. And then later I've got some strength training to do, which will be about half an hour or so of strength exercises that specifically target the glute muscles. So they're specifically for runners. So similar to kind of the ones I did yesterday, but for longer. So for 30 to 35 minutes or so. So yeah, so I'll do my walk now and then later on do my strength exercises after work. I've done my strength training. I did 30 minutes glute and core exercises using my resistance band, and now I'm making dinner. So in terms of the type of food that I'm eating while I'm training, just to give you a bit of an idea, today I've had overnight oats for breakfast, which I made with almond milk, some fruit and some nuts. Then for lunch I had soup. I had lentil soup. Snacks I've had yoghurt, apple and an orange. And for dinner I'm making a lentil bolognese with lots of veggies. It's not always that healthy, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, I'm not an expert on nutrition when it comes to training, so I'd appreciate any tips. So that's kind of my day 3 done. It was a rest day today. So yeah, just some strength training and a 30-minute walk at lunchtime. And then tomorrow I've got a 60-minute low heart rate run to do, which I'll do after work. So some not great news today. I've actually tested positive for COVID, which means I need to put my training and this vlog on hold for a few days until I feel better. So I just thought I'd do this update to basically show that when marathon training, things do go wrong, things get in the way, like illness, and you have to be prepared to adapt your plan and adapt your training accordingly. So obviously I feel a bit gutted, I feel concerned that I'm going to get behind and I'm not going to be able to do the marathon, but I suppose in reality, fingers crossed, it's a week at the most where I won't be able to go outside and run. For the rest of this week, I was meant to do a 60-minute run tonight, which I didn't do, 60-minute run tomorrow, and then at the weekend I was meant to do park run and an 8-mile run on Sunday. So what I'm going to do is just see how I feel as the week goes on. At the moment I've got quite a tight chest and I don't feel great, but if I start to feel better as the week goes on, I might do some exercises on my exercise bike that I've got at home, and I might do some light stretches and strength training just so I don't fall too behind. But health is more important and I don't want to make it worse, and I don't want to put anyone else at risk by going outside and running. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. So if you've made it this far in my first vlog, thank you for watching. I'll do some more vlogs as the weeks go on, and as I get more into my marathon training. Obviously it's a bit gutting to be stopped in my tracks in week 2 of my marathon training plan, but these things happen and I'm sure I'm not alone. Thanks for watching so far, and please subscribe for future vlogs and to follow my marathon training journey.